X-Men Life Death Part 2. This is the continuing series, X-Men 97. It's just been awesome. This has been clearly the best thing that Disney has produced for any Marvel thing. That's a TV series for sure. I mean, you can count I guess Infinity War and those, but it's definitely among the best. In terms of Star Wars and Star Wars and Marvel television, it's a clear winner that this is the best thing that they've done. I'm going to review this using my SPACE system, so story, pacing, artistry, characters, enjoyment. Each category gets a score between 0 and 2. 2 is the best that you can get in any category. There's going to be some 2s in this one for sure. I'm going to give the storyline a 1.5. I like the storyline here. We've got two things going on at the same time. We've got Professor X with Lilandra and the Shi'ar and all that stuff in space, which is really awesome. And then you've got the stuff with Storm and Forge, which was a little bit weird. I couldn't exactly tell what was going on there. End of the day, Storm got her powers back. She has the black costume with the full length hair. She looks awesome. So that was still good. I just didn't really get exactly what was going on. How did her powers got drained, but I guess they're just back. It was a little bit weird. So that's the only reason I'm dinging it a half a point for that. I'm sure, I'll rewatch it. I tried to watch this really quickly this morning to get this review out. So sure, if I watch it again, maybe it'll click a little bit better, but still really great story. This one was a little bit more heavy story focus, which did affect the pacing. So I'm going to give the pacing a 1.5. Normally I would have given the pacing a 1. And I still might give it a 1. You know what? I think I am going to give it a 1 for pacing. There wasn't enough action. There was a little bit of action, but there really needed to be a little bit more. That's really my only gripe. X-Men needs to have it needs to be half story, half action. That's sort of how I think about it. And if one of those things is lacking, I'll remove a point here and there. So I'm going to remove a point, so 1, which means the pacing was good. I wasn't bored or anything really, but I'm close to giving it a 1.5 because I wasn't bored, but really there needed to be more action. So that's slightly a little bit off. But the rest of it, the artistry, definitely a 2 out of 2. It looked great. The space stuff was awesome. I really liked that a lot. That was really, really good. I mean, yeah, just everything looks great on this cartoon. It's really done well. Animation is solid. I don't know what else to tell you. For the characters, I'm definitely giving it a 2 out of 2. There's a lot of great character stuff. I was right. I was taking notes while watching. There's just too much to go through here. I'm trying to keep these videos around 5 minutes or so. The stuff with Forge and Storm was great just with their characters, but really Professor X, Lilandra, all of that kind of wedding drama, and Deathbird is freaking awesome, man. She looks. Where's that figure? What the hell? We need the X-Men 97 version of that. I'm so close to diving in and just buying all the figures because all of the characters look awesome. Storm for sure now with this new look, man, that's badass. Classic Storm. What else? I'm just trying to go through everything. There's just so many awesome things here with the characters. The dialogue, the messaging, everything was done really well here. When Professor X is like, oh no, Gambit's dead. Holy shit, what's going on? So this episode kind of took place at the same time. This is a weird one. It kind of takes place sort of at the same time as other things were going on. So at the very end, Storm learns about Genosha. Professor X sees Gambit's spirit. And he's like, oh shit, I gotta go back. All that stuff was friggin' great. For the enjoyment factor, definitely giving it a 2 out of 2. Bloody awesome episode. This is an 8.5 out of 10. Could very easily be a 9 out of 10, really. I don't know. I'll stick with 8.5 just to be a little bit more critical. I don't want to just go around and say, oh, this is the greatest thing ever, and that's it. But it kind of almost is the greatest thing. I'm trying to contain my excitement for this. It's just that I don't think there's been anything good for X-Men in a friggin' long time. My channel started out as an X-Men heavy channel. Didn't start out that way. I started out many years ago, about 11 or 12 years ago on YouTube, but then I took a hiatus, and when I came back, I wiped all those videos and I started with House of X, Powers of 10. That was going to be my focus, and then I lost that focus because they just kind of lost their way with this entire Krakoa series. So, but prior to that, X-Men had been on and off, good, bad, right kind of thing. This show, I think, has united a lot of X-Men fans. It was smart to go back to the last thing that kind of everyone thought was pretty good, which was that cartoon. That was sort of the last thing where everyone was like, yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. I remember really liking that. And then some people love it. So they said, let's just continue from there, and then they can build up. I do want to point out a couple of red flags, which is, again, I don't, on my channel, in my reviews, I don't get into the creators as much. And that's only because sometimes you talk about an artist or a creator or writer, and then you go and search them out on various platforms like X or Instagram or something. And then you see that they are posting a bunch of stuff that either you just don't agree with, or that is like completely opposite to your ideologies in real life, and then it sort of taints the work. So I don't like getting involved in that. I prefer to evaluate the work that is presented to me. That if you want to speak to me through your creativity, through your art form, then present to me the comic book and I will read your comic book. Present to me your X-Men animated television series, I will rate that. I will not rate the person, nor will I get into the drama of what's going on behind the scenes. But Bo DeMeo, I believe that is the person involved in this series, so far has done an excellent job. I've come to find out that that Bo has been removed, or they parted ways or something. What the hell? That's a fail. I don't understand. Is this more Disney BS that we have to now go through? You got a successful thing now. I think I'm part of a few X-Men groups, and I'm pretty sure that everyone thinks it's at least good. Some people think it's like 10 out of 10 blown away fantastic, and some people think, yeah, that was just really awesome. I'm close to saying 10 out of 10 on everything. I'm close to just giving the whole series a 10 out of 10 and just leave it at that. I'm going to go through every episode. When it's all done, maybe I'll do a stream and we can talk about all of the episodes together. But really, like, getting rid of this person, this is kind of a fail, because it feels like if Bo is really the one who's, spearheading this thing and making all these great episodes, the losing Bo is pretty awful. So there you go. That's my thoughts on that. Guys, I want to mention my channel sponsor, beardedshirts.com, X-Men. They've got tons of X-Men shirts. And they're all like these print all over ones. They're amazing. They have sales all the time. Check out the link in the description below. If you become a Legionnaire, so if you join my channel, you're entered into a draw to win a shirt. And that happens every month, so you can win multiple shirts. So anyways, but thank you for watching. If you enjoy my space system, please like the video, share it out. Let's get this X-Men thing going a little bit more. And if anybody wants to talk about this a little bit more, let me know. Maybe I'll do a stream where we can all kind of talk together about just X-Men 97 and what our thoughts are, share our love for it. That's it, everybody. Thanks for watching. Until next time.